Welcome to Storytellers with a Message. This is where I share real stories about real people. I'm Lori Grant, and I'm committed to capturing the moments and lessons that shape our lives. Together, we'll explore stories that teach, inspire, and remind us that everyone has a story worth telling. It was my friend's birthday. I wanted to do something unique and original, some type of adventure. I wanted to do something different than the usual birthday dinner. So I put on my thinking cap and came up with a plan to surprise him with a virtual reality experience. It was something I had never done, and I was pretty confident he would never guess. He even bragged to me that he always figured out surprises. I hoped I could keep this secret for a couple of weeks. I picked him up about a half an hour before our scheduled time. No clues allowed. I'm pretty sure he was trying to figure it out with every turn. He was working hard at it, but I knew he wouldn't be able to figure it out, particularly if he didn't know what it was, which I was 90% sure was the case. When we turned into the parking lot, he still didn't have a clue. He was looking around with a funny, confused expression on his face. Then he read the sign above the business. He kind of got it, but not really. I can only imagine his apprehension as we walked in the door. He gets serious points for being a good sport. We walked in and were greeted by Gavin, the youngish employee. He remembered me from the visit the week before when I made our reservations. He thought it was cool that the older people were going to check out the experience. He and his coworker Ben were so great when I was in. It wasn't busy, so they explained how it all worked, and then Ben did a demonstration while I watched. So I had the advantage of knowing what to expect when we arrived. Gavin was working when we got there. He got us set up and helped us choose a game that would be challenging and yet not too difficult. At one point, he jumped on the game and helped us protect our castle. That was the mission of the game. We were shooting arrows from towers and fighting the giants that were coming in by boats. We fought the giants for about an hour before he tried another game. It was a lot of fun. For me, the most interesting part of the game was how easy it was to lose yourself in the fantasy of it all. We also tried a zombie game for a few minutes, but I couldn't handle it. The setting was kind of like a courtyard. Through the headset, we were standing on opposite sides of the courtyard. I could see my partner, and he could see me. Once the game launched, the zombies came out of everywhere towards us. I knew perfectly well these creatures attacking me were not real, but I genuinely was freaked out. I started kicking at them and swatting at them, and finally I covered my face as they attacked me. I was actually talking to them and telling them to get away from me. I got so freaked out that my partner was shooting at the zombies attacking me, not the zombies attacking him. I quickly realized I felt much safer fighting the ogres from the virtual towers than fighting the zombies on the virtual ground. Hilarious. Gavin should have recorded that one on video. It would have been a moneymaker. When we had about 5 minutes left, I asked if we could do something calm and peaceful for our last few minutes, which we did. I felt like I needed something to calm me down before we left. Full disclosure here, I actually had nightmares of zombies that night. We hear about looking at life through rose-colored glasses. Well, this was quite the opposite. I knew perfectly well what I saw through that headset was not reality. I knew I was in no danger. Yet, I reacted as if I were, physically, emotionally, and mentally. I believed the deception, if even for just a few minutes. So here's my message. The lies we are told, not only by others, but also the lies we tell ourselves, can deeply affect our reactions. Maybe we hear we're not good enough, or we're selfish. Perhaps we hear we're not attractive or unlovable. What hurtful lies are you listening to that simply are not true? And how are those lies affecting you and the choices you make? What monsters are you fighting that really can't hurt you? I say take off the headset and chase the monsters away. You are amazing. Believe in yourself. This has been Storytellers with a Message. If you enjoyed the show, please hit the subscribe button and leave a review on your favorite podcast app. It truly helps others find the podcast. And if you have a story to tell, I love to hear from you. You can email me at storytellerswithamessage@gmail.com. To explore my children's books or learn more about my work, visit www.loriDgrant.com. Until next time, I'm Lori, wishing you joy and peace.